just finding it really tough today. Stomach problems, wind, finding it harder than it should be, high heart rate, legs feel like lead, lungs hurting, fighting with the voice on this side of my head saying quit, give up. And before we get to the good stuff, I just want to say a huge thanks to Manta for sponsoring this week's video. Session day is upon us. I have got 3 times 3 miles this morning off. What is the recovery? I think it's a 2 minutes jog. Yes. 3 times 3 miles of 2 minutes, starting off at 5:50 minute miling, which I believe is 3:38 minutes per kilometre because I checked that last night. And then working down to about 5:30 to 5:35 at the end, if I feel good, which is something like 3:25 to 3:28 minute Ks. If I've got that right, then well done me.
Give yourself to the dark side.
So I'm also going to see how I feel and keep an eye on my heart rate because we are at altitude, and if that 5:50, 3:38 region is just right to be in the right kind of zone for those 3x3 miles, then I will just stay right there. It's probably my longest session. Well, no, I've been doing 10-mile tempos at home, but this is my longest session here, and I feel like it's likely to get a bit faster towards the end. So it's my longest, more intense session. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I'm gonna need my little drinkies today. I'm just gonna have the 1 bottle today, which will have 80 grams of carbohydrates in there. 80 grams of delicious carbohydrates, I'll have you know. So I'm gonna stick this on the dam, on the wall, for me to pick up every 3 miles. I'll try and get it sort of in the mid to later on, maybe in the last mile, so that it's a bit more realistic of practicing taking on fuel in a marathon, because if I take it at the start, then it's gonna be easy to take on, and it's never easy at 23 miles. That'll just keep me going today. It'll help me recover quicker afterwards as well, and it's just good to start practicing A, picking up the drinks, but B, also getting your stomach used to having like a third of that swilling around inside every time that you take a drink. Because fueling is important. That's the session, that's the drinks. I guess the only other thing is context. At the moment, I am in week 2 of my Houston Marathon block. I tend to do a fairly long-ish block, so I'm working on 14 weeks, so we're on week 2 of 14. With it being earlier on in the block, it means that I'm in kind of a less specific, more kind of base building, volume focused phase. So hoping to hit close to 90 miles this week, and we're gonna build on that week on week, not exponentially, but I got up to 95, 98 miles in my last block, but that wasn't until sort of like week 7 or 8. So I feel like we're a lot further forward, which is nice. Maybe we'll hit the elusive 100-mile week this time around, who knows? It's not about the numbers specifically, but it's about the effect on my fitness and my aerobic engine of all of that volume. And we're at altitude. Did I mention that? In the beautiful Font Romeu. We've been very lucky with the weather up here so far. It has started to turn, as you'd expect. It's late October now, and it's gonna be a bit of a moody one out there today. There's gonna be wind, there's gonna be cold, there might even be a bit of rain, but we love the grind, so it's all good. And I need to go and drive to the lake. Let's go. Catch. That's so bad. You've got my shoes. Where's my bands? Warm these little leggies up. There she is. My nose is really dry. Keep those creases moisturized. This is when all the flies on the dam are going to stick to my nostril creases. I'm going to get loads of spots from being greasy. It's just so dry. This is the coldest run we've had yet, I think. We love the cold.
We love the cold.
The Powerpuff Girls have arrived. I've gotten
bare-legged.
You're insane.
I'm hoping the sun's coming out. Believe.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But they don't match our shoes. We actually basically messed up.
Sunglasses bit.
Yeah.
Rim.
The rim. Okie dokie. Artichoke. So it turns out I was a little bit dramatic about the cold. Shocking, I know. It's not actually as cold as I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to wear shorts, and that requires basically taking all of my clothes off in this here car park, which I won't be filming. Change.
Yeah.
What are we going for?
Going from the New Balance into the Nike Vaporfly 3s.
Traitor!
And I'm not saying
I'm
that...
disappointed in
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not saying that I prefer the Nike Vaporfly 3s to the New Balance. If I could do a marathon in them, I would.
What, in 1080s?
Yeah, but I'm not.
I would rate that.
I do actually have
These ones?
The VC Elites.
These ones?
Yeah,
The ones that look better than the ones you got on your feet?
Yeah, I had I had the red ones. I do rate the New Balance, that colour block, all their kit and their shoes. I think that's their look.
So what's on deck today? What's the sesh of choice?
We're going to do 2K, 4K, 2K. I'm going to go quite hard in the 2Ks, rein it in something-ish thresholdy for the 4K. I'm planning on no recovery in between, so a bit more of a continuous effort.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Going for the solo sesh. Holly.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Hit my pony.
AKA Miss Benz, AKA Holly the Archer, Miss Archer. Yeah, what's
I
on?
have got 8x with a few spicy ones in there. So a little progressive but spotty ones, you know.
Huh?
I think 2, 3, 5 and 7 are a little bit quicker, hopefully. But as long as I do 8k of work today with a high heart rate,
Are you
I'm
just gonna
done.
go up and down on the dam?
I'm gonna go 2 up, I'm gonna do 1k, 2k and then spin back. So that way it's just 2 out and backs. Mentally I can handle that. 8 out and backs is a lot.
We're all doing different things today.
I just imagine us all like running crazy around the woods.
Literally, that's what it's going to be like. Taryn's going to be trying to control us on the bike. Try at your peril. I have got 3 by 5 kilometres. That's a lie. 3 by 3 miles. Look at me converting to Ks.
It's working! It's working!
Don't get used to it. It might be a heart rate day because it is quite windy. You know what they say? We love the grind, so we also love the wind. Just gotta block it out. Block out the haters. Last but by very means least, Nyamaha.
I'm excited.
What are you doing for your sesh, Neve?
I'm doing 2 by 6 minutes, 2 by 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 2 by 3 minutes. Yeah.
6, 3, 3.
6, 2 3s. No, 2 by 6, 2 3s, 1 6, 2 3s. 6 and 3s, maybe.
Good old fartlek. I must interrupt this video to tell you about how well I have been sleeping at altitude, thanks to the sponsor of this video, Manta. Now, this is an eye mask, you wear it to sleep, it's incredibly comfortable, but it's not just any eye mask. Manta are making eye masks as part of the pro-nap movement. Come on! This is about rejecting counterproductive, nap-shaming BS culture and reclaiming everything that is amazing about having a nap and just sleeping in a room that's completely blacked out, because it's gonna give you a better night's sleep. And funnily enough, sleeping at altitude can be more difficult because when there's less oxygen, your body's working harder to do everything, so being in a rested state and sleeping becomes more difficult. This is my Manta Sleep Mask Pro, which has removable eye cups. I actually have my eyes open right now behind this mask. I'm blinking and my eyelashes aren't even touching the sides. And they're shaped in the way that means if you're a side sleeper, I'm a side sleeper, you're still comfortable whilst wearing your eye mask. Head over to the Manta Sleep website by following the link in the description below and use my code, which is on screen right now, to get yourself 10% off your very own dreamy Manta Sleep eye mask. And once again, huge thanks to Manta for sponsoring this video, but also for supporting me to get the best night's sleep possible. Go easy! Last sesh of the day, Taryn on the bike trying to control us, slash get the content.
Content queen. Yummy.
not my day today. Ugh. This is the only part of the loop that's not windy. It's really hard. And the easy option would be just to quit. But I don't take the easy option, and I know I can do it. If I get my head down, just focus on completing the session. We got it done. If that wasn't character building, I don't know what is. I really felt like quitting halfway through. Got a little bit dramatic and freaked out a little bit, but kind of pulled myself out of a hole there. Like that middle rep was, I was just all over the place mentally. I mean, the first one was pretty bad as well, just tough. I feel like I pulled myself out of it. Like I kind of lent into that pain and that discomfort and just embraced it. Was like, yeah, it's meant to be tough. Let's grit it up. Like, it's windy for everyone today. We all have stomach issues from time to time, and I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. I'm gonna finish the session. I feel like I'll be stronger for it. So keeping it real on this channel. And whilst I'd love to have shown you a session that I absolutely smashed out the park and felt on fire for, that wasn't today. But equally, it's quite nice to share the raw, real, tough moments, because can't be feeling good all the time. But we got it done! We did it! We survived! Oh my god, it's still so windy! Proud that I got it done. Proud of that third rep. Not so proud of the middle one where I just let myself get negative for no reason. It takes practice to not do that. You have to go through those dark patches, I think, to find like what works for you, to pull yourself out of them. And I just gave myself a good talking to. Seemed to do the trick.
She looked really hard. She's a stripper. She's dancing like a stripper. I think it's very location based. Oh,
are we gonna be too bright back here? Wait, go back a bit. I'll move it.
Right, picture now.
Okay.
It's happening. 1, 2, 2, 3.
That was actually pretty good. I think I look like I was so focused.
This is gonna be another one of those. Should we all do a slow slut drop?
Oh guys, it wasn't recording.
Did not enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm joking. Do you want a strawberry milk? Here you go. Strawberry milk. They were out of stock of chocolate.
No, God!
So, strawberry candy up it is. Get in my veins. Pretty good. Oh, needed. Look at that little guy. What an absolute hero. Oh, I feel instantly better. Strawberry milk. Who knew? Almost as good as her chocolate sibling. Ladies, if you haven't been given this all-important advice, I'm gonna dispense it now. Take off your sweaty sports bra immediately after running. There is no need to clam up those boobies any more than they already are. Wet, cold, sweaty sports bra. You have no place in the post-run routine. The routine, yes. Here she is. This is the culprit. And then we have the ceremonial toss. Beautiful. It's high-low buffalo time. So Neve, what was the highlight of your session?
Just completing it, you know?
Just completing it.
It's a good feeling, getting it done, taking it off.
The end.
Yeah,
The end of the session.
The strawberry milk.
What was your low light?
The cold wind. It was cold.
Yeah.
I got purple lips.
Dang.
Yeah.
Buffalo?
Buffalo. Hearing the intricate details of Phily's mid-session poo, which I didn't want to know about.
That would be me. Very good, very good.
Well, now we've got to do you.
Yeah, we do got to do me. My high was probably the last rep. I feel like I pulled myself out of a hole a little bit. I felt a little bit more positive. The low light was the mid-session poo, which was also the middle rep. Just that whole 20 minutes was just a low light.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
It really was a big one.
20-minute poo.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. No, the rep was roughly 20 minutes, and I'll move past it. We'll be stronger for it. The buffalo, something random. Strawberry milk is almost as good as chocolate milk. Who knew? We got the goods. Oops. 2 pains au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Au revoir. Well, not quite. I am gonna have a shower, munch on some lunch, and then I will take a look at the session and go through the stats with you. Just cut that bit off. And then I'm gonna have a nap because I am bangdoozled. I have had a shower. I'm feeling a lot more human, a lot more alive. It's amazing how much just washing off the sins and the sweats of the session, getting changed, actually putting a pair of jeans on, and just freshening up makes you feel a lot better. Let's talk about the session. I have got the data here. So it's funny because actually during the session, especially at the start, I wasn't feeling great about it, but actually looking at the data now, it was a really solid session. So I think maybe that's a little tidbit. Reflecting on a workout is a really good thing. It can only give you more of an understanding of what went on and sometimes makes you feel better than you did actually during the session. So the first 3 miles was 5:54 minute miling, or this in Ks, which is only 4 seconds per mile off the pace that I wanted to run, which with the wind added in and the hill that I didn't really calculate for, that's actually fine. The second rep was 5:57 minute miling in Ks, and the third one was 5:56 minute miling. That's really not that bad. My average heart rate for the whole session was 165 and the max was 174. So in most of the reps, it's probably in between those two because obviously in the recovery, it's gonna come right down into sort of the 140s, 150s whilst I'm recovering. But again, that's pretty much in the right range and I'm actually really happy with that session on reflection. There you go. I mean, it wasn't enjoyable because of the wind, but I'm gonna stop complaining about it because it was actually all right. I hope you enjoyed coming along for this little workout video. I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit up here whilst I don't have Daniel up here and just have some fun filming whatever I kind of feel like filming. Equally, if there's something that you really want to see, let me know in the comments section. I've still got a few weeks left out here and I might make it happen. So I suppose all that's left to say is, well, love the grind.